Do you feel that you are in more control of this business? If that was the only thing we gained from all this, that's good enough, because this is a brutally difficult business at any given moment. If I was a customer, a body shop owner today, what I would want from my paint company or OE or anybody else to partner with me the next 5 to 10 years, I think we're ill-prepared for the rate of change, and I would want a company that's willing to help me navigate that.
So just off today to see Craig at Bodyline Motor Body Repairs. He values his staff. That's probably the big thing with Craig. He's not shy to change things, and he's not scared of change. And I think you can get your work in from all different aspects and different suppliers, but once you get it in the shop, that's where you got to make or break it. So we catch up once a month, go through our numbers. We set an annual operating plan. In June, we just set our goals for the year and our targets, and we run monthly analysis with that. So we look at their numbers. You can make decisions on your business through it. We look at the panel beating, the spray painting, wages, profitability, GP in all areas, and making sure the guys are making a dollar.
I joined Acoat about 4 or 5 years ago, and that's where I met my consultant, Pete Hardy. We changed from another paint supplier who was here for about 25 years, and then we changed to Akzo, and then as soon as we went into it, said, I really want to get into this Acoat program, because the takeover from the business was going to help me to learn how to manage the business, how to run the business. Since the time that we've done the changeover about 4 or 5 years ago to this current end of financial year, which is coming up this year, we have doubled our turnover. It's had a big part of it, really narrowing down to the different aspects of the job, with the way that the quote's written, the way that the cars are booked in, the way that the parts are ordered, the training of the staff, which is a massive thing, which we get a lot of help with that as well. Getting the cars through quicker with less problems increases the profitability of the business.
It's helping this business along because we still have the same amount of staff. Now we're turning over around about an extra 5 cars a week.
Quite a few years back it was all done on gut, and if you didn't have it in your diary and the shop wasn't full where you couldn't get around in the shop, you didn't have enough work. But one of the changes we've seen now, we probably have less cars in the shop every day of the week, but we're putting more out because we've got an easier workflow. We don't have bottlenecks.
It kind of simplifies things, so we have like a magnetised board with every car that's in the workshop. Every car gets assigned to a certain tradesman, and it gets started and moves along a process and goes through each process. And the tradesperson has to move that magnet along so we can have a physical view of where the cars are in the workshop.
The goal, ultimately, besides making money, is make the business less dependent on you. That was my biggest problem. I'm Bob Gilbert. I work for Akzo Nobel Services in North America. I am down here teaching a user group around a specific set of tools designed to drive profitability within the business. Where I came from, my boss told me, he goes, you know what's wrong with this place, Bob? And you know my personality. What? You? Me? Let me tell you something. You should be building a bronze statue of my ass outside this building. What are you talking about? I'm the problem. And what he really meant was because I wanted to shoulder the burden of everything. I wanted all the magic to come through me, that I was harming everybody else by not letting them grow, and I couldn't grow.
Yeah, I'm here today to catch up with Glenn Chesser. He's been a long-term Acoat customer. He's been involved with Acoat for quite some time now. We've implemented a lot of improvements throughout Graham Bodyworks that have benefited Glenn and driven the profitability to his bottom line. Today we're going to look at some expansion plans for his body shop. We're also going to have a look at some of his targets and review some of the KPIs and track against his budget.
So, what do we got today? actually not bad today, travelling so far.
You still got enough work coming through.
Plenty.
Still got your buffers there.
Yeah, plenty.
Yeah.
Yes.
What percentage do you think of your works, like your wet mix, is small? What percentage is medium? What percentage is heavy? We need to have a look at that.
Yep.
Measure it between.
I think it'd be in line with a lot of what other people are experiencing out there.
Yeah.
But mediums are big,
Medium
and
stuff.
then we're a lot of bumper bar jobs too.
Yeah.
So they're just always coming through on the mix.
That's where you know those sides. You've got your front, your bonnet, your guard, your door. That's where you can take them off and do the build down as you know as a separate job.
Okay, let's do it.
Sounds
like a
Yeah.
good plan.
Just in your mind, how's the industry changed over the years, and how's it affected you directly in your business, mate?
Well, that's why we were sitting here this morning for an hour going over some of these plans. But, massive changes. But yeah, the industry's changed so rapidly. There's a lot of pressures on keeping costs tighter and down and becoming more efficient.
So do you think with the work we're doing together, it's helped you? It's going to help you with your vision to get towards where you want to be?
Yeah, well, we've been with the Acoat program ever since I took over the business, 8 years now.
Yep.
And instantly we started changing things from the word go, and we've slowly changed things. We've gone right through the PCE processes and the G5 program, which is we've implemented lots of stuff.
Yeah.
And it obviously works because now we're getting more throughput and getting it done right. So our quality control checkpoints and so on.
At least you've got those vital elements there.
And they've been good building blocks to make that happen.
Yeah, sure.
8
Yeah.
years that I've been there at that site. In that 8 years, we've completely outgrown it, hence the reason we've now got to move to this future-proof the business and redesign.
Time to expand.
Time to expand.
Yeah.
We don't have a choice, we have to do it.
The challenge that you see consistently, no matter where you are in the world, is, to me, the equation that this business is just simply people repairing cars. And a lot of the time, people forget about people. Disengaged employees, unclear expectations, micromanagement. To me, fixing the people that fix the car is a lot more valuable and a whole lot more untapped potential. I've always said that this is the most rewarding job. Watching customers improve, watching them grow. I've even told people that I would do this job for free because of seeing that happen.